I've been involved in this project for about 10 years, would you believe now, from an early start with a rather fanciful, unbuildable design, which we finally managed to get rid of, and for the last 5 years we've been working on this project, and I've been really pleased with the result we've now achieved. It's taken a long time to get the funding together, to get the plan set out and all the rest of it, but the building now we've started has gone up amazingly quickly, and I do congratulate the contractor and all his staff on a really first-class build. And I wouldn't have thought when we first opened, hit the first brick a few weeks ago only, that we'll be here today topping it out. So really good achievement by them, and I'm really pleased for the people of Ashford. They waited a long time for this building, and I think it's really good. We're going to have it in a few weeks' time. Look like finishing by May, have it open probably around about June, and then we'll be off and rolling. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you very much for coming. I'm now very pleased to perform whatever ceremony it is.
And how will it work in terms of uniting all these services for people?
Well, we did have a library here for many years, but we're replacing it not just with a library, but with a gateway, and that's going to have a number of council services in it, both from ourselves and from Ashford Borough Council. Going to have our library, adult education, adult social services, our registration office, our wedding chapel, and also the Ashford Borough Council services people can come to. So it'll be a bit of a one-stop shop. People can come here and access not only the library, but also all the council services.
And I suppose it's nice to have a new sort of iconic building for Ashford as well.
Well, it is. I mean, Ashford is going through its regeneration now, as we well know. We haven't got any major public buildings here yet. This will be the first of those, and I'm very pleased it's going to be one from KCC.
Do you think about the progress you've seen today on the Ashford Gateway Plus?
I'm really delighted with the way it's working out. Our offices are very close and we see it going up day by day. I think it's a very impressive building and much bigger than you think it's going to be when you get inside. I think the facilities are going to be excellent for local people, and it's a real architectural statement as well, so I'm delighted with the way it's working out.
So you might be pleased that there's a new sort of iconic building in the centre of Ashford, really?
Yes, and straight opposite the Memorial Garden, so it's going to be very strategically placed, it's going to be very central, it's going to be very convenient for people in Ashford, and it's going to stand the test of time, I think, for 20 or 30 years to come, to be not only a library, but a registry office, adult learning centre, and other facilities too. So lots of really useful community facilities now and for the future.
And so it's a community building which fortunately is also in the centre of the community as well, really.
Well, absolutely. Not by coincidence, of course. We've put a lot of effort into trying to make sure that the building's in the right place and that it's of really high architectural quality. We spent a lot of time being concerned about that, knowing how important it was in this position in Ashford. And I think we can be really very pleased with how it's coming together.
How's this project gone so far?
It's gone very well actually. We were slightly hampered just at the end of last year due to the snow that caused some effect on the external envelope, but internally we're watertight and we're now carrying on with the actual fit out of the build.
And so when do you sort of see the project being finished roughly?
It's all on track for the end of May, and we're working with Kent County Council in relation to their fit out so that we can accommodate each floor and each stakeholder's requirements.
I understand you were explaining earlier that the building's got quite a flexible way in the way it's been built, so in future things can be altered inside perhaps for different uses.
The way this was constructed, because there's so many different stakeholders involved, there's 8 sort of stakeholders, it's got a raised floor and suspended ceiling and metal stud partitionings, so it allows the adaptability of the building. You form the shell, but inside you can actually make the rooms bigger or smaller.
And what's it like being part of a building that's sort of right in the centre of Ashford and will be quite an iconic structure when it's all finished?
It'd be a great experience and a good asset to Ashford. We're already getting good feedback from local residents. It sits well within Ashford and it will actually suit all of the community.